If ever there were two countries with a truly special relationship, they are Germany and Israel. They're bound together by similar beliefs, Western values, and a combination of historical perspectives. But is this relationship changing? There are certain signs that it is being re-examined in Germany.
I don't think that the changes have been so much on the German side. I think the changes have been more, at least this is a look from Germany, have been more on the Israeli side and on Israeli politics particularly and policies, and they have to do with the coalition that's governing Israel.
Concerning the relation between Germany and Israel, I think nothing has really changed. It could have been, if really Lieberman and other people would have been elected, saying, look, I mean, you don't want to talk to anybody anymore, and this is not the way how to deal with problems over there, and we are friends from you, and you can't deal with friends the way you did. But it didn't happen.
Political observers inside and outside Israel claim that the Israeli government's disregard of the demands made by social justice protesters contributed to Prime Minister Netanyahu's failure and the subsequent rise of the center-left.
Well, I think with this result of the election, Netanyahu has to accept, and as we learn, he already starts to think in a different direction. He has to accept that today's generation emphasizes on social skills. People want to know how to afford their housing. People want to know in what kindergarten they can put their children. And after kind of securing her personal surrounding, then there might be the classical political component like national security.
In this country, what we have to teach to the people who are not, who do not have grandparents who has been in the SS, but grandparents who has been farmers in Maghreb, for example, we have to teach them that the right of Israel to exist is one of the main core values of the society.
Many people looked at Israel and said, well, this is not the country we used to know in the good old times when Israel was a Labour Party-dominated, Zionist, European state. I think that there has been a process of change during the last Likud governments for the last decade and a half or something like that, in which all the cherished beliefs of the Europeans that you could trust in the peace process and the Oslo agreements and what came from it and the roadmap and all that. The Israeli government unilaterally, in a way, has tried somehow to diminish the importance of these goals and these objectives.
And I think we also have to consider, might we like it or not, that foreign governments and even the German government, even Angela Merkel herself, had been pushed under pressure with Netanyahu's attitude. So things now, after these elections and with a new coalition to look forward, might be easier also for Germany.
Nobody from the German government has said anything negative. But on the other side, they haven't said anything positive. So, but personally, I don't think that anything has changed. I mean, the Germans, especially the Chancellor, Mrs. Merkel, has a very good relation to Israel. I mean, she is really the one, she and her party is really the only one, you know, who's always standing up and saying, look, guys, it's Israel, it's our partner, it's our friends, and we have to stand behind them.
The so-called Arab Spring had two lessons brought to me I had to learn. The first one is it's so good to see that the Arab leaders can't blame Israel for anything anymore. But the second is the Israeli government or governments have to understand that there are not endless windows of opportunity for peace. I know that a lot of people in Israel, a lot of friends of mine I know very well, are not that interested in peace. A lot of them say, I don't need peace, we have a fence.
As time passes, it will become clear whether in his third term in office, Prime Minister Netanyahu has learned or not to diffuse the minefield that is relations between Jews and Germans and between Germany and Israel. This is Wilson Ruiz for Jewish News 1 in Germany.